I hate modern dance. And everybody makes fun of me for hating it. Like somehow you're a cretin or something because you don't understand it. Maybe it's too far above you, but it's not. I just hate it for very good reasons, I think. Well, first of all, and dancers are going to hate this, I don't think it's a very valid form of expression. I think on the scale of expression, it's like if you could go below my feet, it would be down there, because if I want to say something, I'll write something, I'll say it, I'll sing it, I'll take a picture of it, I'll paint it, I'll draw it, but how? By physically gesturing, like am I actually expressing something? And what you can express that way is so incredibly limited. I just think it fails intrinsically from the very beginning. So that's one reason. The second reason is no matter what you do as a modern dance, and this is probably the biggest reason why I hate it, is no matter what you do, you cannot help but look pretentious. You know, each gesture, everything about it is so incredibly contrived. It's just, look at me, I'm feeling agony, I'm feeling ecstasy, and then the people sit there and watch and then politely clap. And I guess the that kind of leads into the third reason, is that it becomes like this spectator thing, whereas dancing should be something you do in your kitchen, while you're listening to a record, or out with a bunch of people. It shouldn't be something that's observed from a polite distance. And I think once somebody said to me that modern dance was a very sexual thing, and I was like, well, no, it's incredibly asexual. It's like the version of sex that you find in like a porno movie or something. It's like you're entirely removed from the subject. So I'm going to retract my statement and say that's probably the number one reason why I hate it. I don't know, all of them sort of on the scale of fingers fit there. I don't like it. Well, I don't think about it a lot, but I think about ways to avoid being subjected to it. I will do almost anything to avoid having to watch modern dance.
So have you seen a lot of modern dance?
And this is the bad part. This is going to make me look like a bad person, but I know enough to know that I don't like it. And is that not a good enough reason to stay away? Maybe someone could say, well, you haven't seen the quintessential modern dance that is the embodiment of everything modern dance should be, but I think I have a pretty good idea that I don't like it, and I think it's okay to not like it. And I'm standing up right now and saying it's okay to not like modern dance. Admit it, you don't like it either.
How did you form your opinions about modern dance if you haven't seen?
Well, I have seen some back in the enlightened days when, I would go try everything. But, you just get exposed to a certain amount if you're from a so-called arty background. And again, I saw enough. I saw enough. Mm-hmm. I closed that door. There's only so much room in your life, how many plays, movies, concerts, everything you see, but I closed that door, and I don't mind.
Did you ever take dance?
Yes, I did. Not modern dance, not tap, not jazz. I actually did ballet, and I grew up with misty posters of ballets, ballerinas on my wall, and I look back now and I'm like, why? I must not have had a smidgen of talent anyway, but I definitely did do ballet lessons like every little girl, I guess, and very proudly performed the firefly dance in my black leotard with the gold wings. My mom still has pictures of that. But I certainly wasn't very talented, and I outgrew the ballerina posters in about, grade 4 or so when I quit.
So you were taking dance at a pretty young age?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there would be, I think it was once a week, my mom would, after school, me and my friend, we would go take lessons we lived in a tiny, tiny town, so I don't even know who was giving these lessons, and we would go, and, but when we moved to the big city, my mom didn't have time to take me anymore, so There you go. Maybe because dance holds rejection for me. My mother did not have time to take me to dance. I reject dance.
Wait, so your mother didn't have time to take you to dance, or you quit dance?
Well, I didn't actually quit. Yeah, I wanted to keep going when we moved to Calgary. We moved to the big city. I wanted to keep going with that and with brownies, but my mom started full-time work. Up to that point, she'd only been part-time, and I went to a babysitter after school and with my younger sister, so nobody had any way of taking me anymore, and eventually it just sort of petered out. I never got piano lessons either. I really wanted those. See, it's interesting because I love to watch basketball. Sports I like to watch, and basketball in particular. So what's the difference? And believe me, I've tried to question why it's okay to watch that and get something out of that, a physical act that they're doing. But there's something, they're not being pretentious. Like, they're just in the game. There's a goal there. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I guess modern dance, their goal is trying to communicate to you, but they're not getting through. The basketball, all they're trying to do is win the game, and it fits perfectly with the fact that there's there's just sweaty men everywhere just running as hard as they can to put a ball in a net. Not to express, you know, the angst of the millennium or anything like that. It's just men playing this silly game, and it's great. I honestly believe that each and every player is out there just to play, and that they love this game. And it's unfair to compare that to dance, because I'm sure dancers love that too. But why is it often this rarefied atmosphere, you know, where in body paint and leotards, and again, the small, polite audiences, and is anyone going, yes, good move? No, no one is doing that. Like, and when I'm watching a basketball game, I'm like, oh, that was the best rebound. Did you see that? And you can discuss it, and you know the players, like, you know them intimately. And, you know, it's something you can, but everyone sits in this respectful silence, I guess, at a dance performance. So, yeah, basketball really engages you, like, here. It's totally here. And so it's a physical act, and that's where the physical act should be from, right? And the physical act of dance seems to be trying to get in through here, and that doesn't work for me. Well, I'm starting to feel bad.
Why are you feeling bad?
Like, maybe I'm being too cruel. And again, it's not about the dancers, it's just about the form.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? I don't care for that genre. Much as someone would say that they don't want to go to a Western film or don't read sci-fi books, both of which are true of me, thank you. But I just avoid modern dance. And so now I'm feeling, as I talk about it, like maybe my reasons aren't solid enough, but isn't it enough to just say, hey, I don't like sci-fi books, I don't like Kenny G, and I don't like modern dance.